Hello and welcome to this UP42 tutorial. My name is Elizabeth, and today I'll be going over account settings and the catalog search from our user interface. Thanks for tuning in. This is part 2 of our user interface tutorials, so if you haven't watched the first video yet, or familiarized yourself with the UP42 console, go ahead and click the link below to watch the first video of this series. In this video, I'll be giving a short tutorial on the steps to take to optimize your projects, from changing details of your account to unlock features, to how to find the right data. Today, I'll use an example of change detection with high-resolution Pleiades data. Let's get started. On the main console, I've already created a project and started a workflow for us. Opening the project takes us to the main dashboard, but on the left, you can see the project settings. If I scroll down to the threshold limits, you might notice that the threshold settings are locked. Let's change that. Either navigate to account settings at the bottom left, or even easier, just click where it says Add Credit Card. Now, if you're wondering where you can actually make a purchase, go here to Credit Management. Notice you already have 10,000 credits in your account. That is, if you haven't run any live jobs yet. And you can easily add more credits here when you're ready. On Credit Management, you can access all your transaction history as well as your invoices from purchasing credits. Here, on the left side, is what an invoice might look like once you've made a purchase with your credit card. Another option that some customers prefer is monthly VAT billing, as shown on the right, which can be easily arranged with our sales team. I'll include their contact info for you below. Back on the main console, open a project. From here, you can adjust your project settings. The default restrictions are 100 square kilometers for your AOI, one job at a time, meaning no concurrent jobs, and a max of 10 images per run. I'll adjust these now for our project so you can see how these settings translate to when running a job. Back to our workflow. Starting from the workflow editor, the first thing you'll need to ask yourself is, what is the right data for my objectives? Some of the key factors here are spatial resolution, spectral resolution, and coverage. This information is available on the respective block card of each dataset. As a rule of thumb, satellite data will have global coverage, whereas aerial, drone, and vector data types won't, so if you are using these datasets, be sure to check if they cover your area of interest. I've chosen Pleiades streaming data, which has 50 centimeter spatial resolution output and returns 3 bands, the RGB. Now that I know the data that I want to use, I need to figure out which dates are available for my area and that hopefully don't have significant cloud cover. Navigate to the catalog search, and I suggest opening this in a second tab so you can toggle back and forth to your workflow. Search for your area of interest. For this tutorial, I'm searching for an oil storage facility in eastern Saudi Arabia. I'm searching for dates where I know an oil leak occurred at this facility sometime in August of 2018. I'll adjust the cloud cover to less than 10%. You can adjust this to whatever level is acceptable for your study, but it's fair to say that Saudi Arabia is a pretty dry area, so I can confidently restrict the cloud cover and know that I'll have plenty of dates of data to choose from. Draw your area of interest, or AOI, now if you'd like, or you can do that part later from the job configuration page. For this tutorial, I'll show you how to draw it now from here in the catalog search. As a reference, I showed how to do this from the job configuration page in the previous tutorial, which is my preferred method. For the change detection algorithm that I want to use, I need to select a post-event image and at least one pre-event image, depending on the change detection algorithm that you use. This dataset looks good as a post-event, and I can already see a bit of the leak from the image preview. If I zoom out, I should be able to see the swath or the total extent that this scene covers. I now need at least one pre-event image for the Airbus change detection algorithm, or 4 more images if I want to use Similarity's change detection algorithm. Now that I have my AOI drawn and my images selected, I'm ready to copy over the image information. Here's where I can copy over the parameters into our workflow once I'm ready to configure the job. I'm copying both the AOI and the ID filters. Make sure not to include the first and the last brackets when you're selecting these parameters, as this will corrupt the JSON parameters in the job configuration page. Okay, so I have my Pleiades data IDs and the AOI I selected from before in the catalog search. I'm ready to configure my job. First, I'll draw a quick polygon to populate the geometric filters into the JSON parameters on the left. Now, I can select everything from IDs up to intersects and paste my parameters from the catalog search. Today, I won't run this job because I've already shown how to download and visualize the results in the previous tutorial, but if I did want to get results, I'd make sure to switch this to a live job and then click where it says Run Job. As I mentioned last time, in some cases you may want to run a test query first if you weren't sure about the tiles or you wanted to see a price estimation on the data before you ran a real job. You can always feel free to contact our sales team too with any questions that you might have. Okay, so thank you for watching this tutorial. Was this video helpful for you? If so, share this video and shoot us a message with questions or ideas for our next video and how we can improve these screencasts. Feel free to email me directly, or you can contact our support team. For more ideas on how to upgrade your workflows, come visit us at up42.com.